Hello everyone, Small Farmer 6710, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to day 49 on the big 132 model farm diorama display. The ground is finally getting a lot drier now and ploughing and cultivations, spring cultivations are taking place, as you can see, pretty much everywhere. Everyone is getting ready, it's including the slurry ban is lifted of course, so slurry is getting put out on Adrian's farm, the contractors are in, we'll get more to that later on, and also about the swap of the Krone 1100. Let's get into it. So as you know, spring cultivations. Now there is a bit of drainage going on over PJ's further away fields, which he'll have done in a day or so. But we'll get to him in a minute. But in the meantime, he told his son to get the plough out and get it all greased up and make sure it's all working. They were going to put the 1200 on the plough, but sure, that's drawn to stone. So you kind of need a 4-wheel drive for this job, to be honest with you. I mean, if you put a good bit of weight on the front of the 690, she'd probably pull it, to be honest. But look, the son has the 7810. He's very keen on using, so we'll let him at it. And yeah, PJ bought this plough, very fresh now. This plough last year. And 3 furrow convertible and opal, I think, yeah, it's an opal plough, and it has the slatted boards on it, which now I wouldn't be a plough man, I've never ploughed really in real life, but what would these slatted mold boards be for? Could anyone tell me? Is it for like different type of ground? Is it for stony ground or something? Please let me know. But yeah, the plan is to get the muck onto the field before the plough, so they want to get fairly cracking now. And then all the rest of the machinery is in there. And the good old 590 Massey is in there. And the 135, one half of 135 and some dual wheels as well. Moving on down. PJ's in the 1200. I think he's bringing the last load of stone from the quarry. And they're getting on quite well. All the pipe is being laid down. And the digger is working well. The 8-ton JCB digger is working well. So that's very good to hear. And he's not really filling up to the max, to be honest with you, as the back tail of the board is a bit dodgy. There's a bit of it's not very strong, there's a bit of a hole in it, and fills it up too much, a load of stone will go down the road, so don't want that happening. But as you can see, a lot of action here. Now it's usually never much action here, only during summertime and maybe the odd time during spring, which is now. So they're ploughing it in. James and Michael came with the 7810 John Deere and the NC Muck spreader. Spreaded a few loads on this field. And Adrian is in the hot seat of the Fendt 926 Favorite and the 4-furrow plough. No doubt she could pull a 6 or 7 furrow plough. No doubt about it. But hey, he has a 4-furrow, and who knows, maybe in the future he'll get maybe a bigger one. But yeah, he's ploughing away at the moment, loving life. And he's learning as he goes along, I suppose. And the Fendt is putting up a nice task. He's up to the task. James and Michael, he has the cultivator out. I think James is driving this one. He's putting on the weight there last episode for the T7 Black Power. He's just after starting in this field. He got called in. This actually isn't his land. He doesn't have any tillage, to be honest. He got called in there as the farmer that owns this field was busy at the other fields, and this probably the first bit of land he has away rented out. He has rented off someone, so he just said, would James come along and literally just next door to him, would he just come down, cultivate this 30-acre field ready for the drill? So James said, no bother. Fendt 936 on a lovely 6-meter Amazon. Now, quite nice setup as well. 2 Fendts in the one area, and that's just coming down the road flat out. Gonna disc up some stubble before the direct drill, I suppose, or before the plough. John Deere 7430 now. His friend is kind of keen on the loading shovel, and they have a good bit of muck spread, so they did take advantage of the 416. Got her all nice and mucky before she hit the low loader. But yeah, she's been delivered. Bit of a road trip ahead, as the friend wants it delivered out to his forest that he's working on. So his yard isn't too far away, but the forest he's working on, sure, he has to go up the mountains, headed for the hills, I suppose you can say. It's only 4:30, only tractor left in the yard really, so more than able fit for the low loader anyway, so no problem here. 416 loaded up and it's leaving the yard. You'll probably see this come May time probably. It's going to be loading up wood chip and logs into the lorry, so it is. So probably at a sawmill or a forest, that's where it's working. But yeah, everything else in the yard much the same. As you can see, all the tractors are out working. So here you can see 2 John Deeres working in the same field. James and Michael hired in to spread a bit of muck on the field, a bit of hand muck in front of the plough. So 6210R, as you can see, it was parked up last episode there in order to plough the field. So it's up and running now. Has a few of the other fields. He actually, very funny because he caught up with the muck spreader, which is very unusual, as it had a bit of a breakdown with the back. One of the rotors there, it was getting very hot, the bearing was, and eventually just collapsed. So the rotor's back there, so had to get a quick fix. I think they were down 2 hours, which allowed them to catch up. So however, they're in the same field now anyway and makes a good video, so can't complain. And yeah, he's starting into this field. John Deere 7810 muck spreading away. He'll be done pretty soon. And they have I think they have an old JCB 416 as well loading up, which is the farmer's tractor. I think this is actually David and Nigel's land, so it is, because I remember correctly earlier on last year they were planting this with their Fendt 724. So yeah, it actually is David and Nigel, so they must have a John Deere now, guys.
So kicking it off in the AD plant, we have the pit empty over here. There was a lot of work going on, so this is going to have to all digest, and 2 tankers are parked up for the meantime, so that might take a week or so. So there'll be no action on for a minute anyway. 724 lad just after dropping the tanker, he's going off to hook up to a trailer onto another job. But yeah, as I said, he probably won't be here for a week or 2. We've a farmer pulling in his T7 Blue Power and a lovely Amazon spreader. He's going in just to get a bit of first kirk going, I suppose, and be ideal, wouldn't it? Here we have a Savage 6930, a lad that bought it off Robert in the auction. He's after collecting new sprayer, so it's a very nice tractor and very nice sprayer. Looks well now. Cool that it's on tillage farm now rather than a dairy farm. Here we have another New Holland T7, and he's just after doing a bit of grubbing, and he's just passing out, and an escort moving in to which is now Adrian's farm. So we just have Adrian here in the case, and he's after hitching up to the hedge cutter, as he's going to be hedge cutting the farm. Very nice setup, and he has the amber rock, he just has to move that. All the trailers and everything else is parked up. And here we have the contractors, David and Nigel, in. Adrian was asking him, this is David and Nigel's worker, is this the tractor from, is this Robert's tractor? But no, it's not, as this one has front links and the dual wheels, and it's that bit rougher. There's a bit of rust here and there. So Adrian was going to spread the slurry himself, but he came to the conclusion that he's just way too busy. He doesn't have enough time for it at the minute. Trying to get crops in, he's trying to do a bit of hedge cutting, so this is the right job as well. Keep down the smell and the injection, and seemingly it does a better job, so he's happy enough just to get in them boys for the meantime. All the cows are doing well, and we've the Sammy here, and it was just agitating there this morning, so everything's all good to go now. The cows are locked away and I was able to agitate a bit, but not a lot, as the cows are still around. You wouldn't want anything happening to them. But that's it for around Adrian's farm. Moving in to Adrian's outer yard now, I suppose it is. The Major's parked up, and the Belmac, and so is the low loader. not much going. There's a bit of sprouting in the crops here, so what he's going to do is make probably a bit of a track, and probably in another week or two you'll actually see grass, hopefully. And that's it for the model farm.
So very exciting episode, guys. Between the ploughing, the cultivations, the muck spreading, and also I did say the news about the Krone harvester. Now, he is full on selling this harvester. He does have a replacement on the way, so it could be here next episode. All happening so quick, I know, but as you know, he has the money to do so it's not a problem. He just doesn't like the harvester, it's just too big. He has a few fields, especially down towards Deere, which have very tight lanes get going through the back of the yard, and I don't think he'll get through. So that's another reason, another factor as well. And whatever machine he has on the way, he much prefers it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Very interesting with the umbilical system as well. Something you don't see every day, and it's a bit different compared to seeing the tankers. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys.
Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.